Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching my previous video. Today I'm actually going to be talking about the weight.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share.
Before you see what God promised, before you get on the court, God will send you to the weight room, W-A-I-T. You may not like it. You don't see anything happening. Other people are in the game, making progress. You're stuck waiting. But that time in the weight room is critical. You may not see anything changing, but something is happening. Patience is working. Your spiritual muscles are getting stronger. You're growing, developing. Patience is building you, getting you prepared so you can sustain what God has coming. Don't discount the waiting periods. Don't get discouraged because it's not happening as fast as you would like. The longer it takes, that means the more God has in store. When it's your time, when He knows you're ready, what you give birth to is going to be much bigger than you've imagined.
Now, I did a series quite a while ago, earlier this year I think it was, where I was talking about the importance of waiting, and we looked at several different areas. One of the areas that we looked at was, understanding the waiting process. We talked about, what does it mean to wait for marriage before having sex, and we talked about what does it mean to also wait on God as well. It's an interesting series, but what I want to do today is to give you guys a recap, because I really find that right now is a time, based on all the comments and all the queries and questions that I'm getting from my subscribers out there and my supporters, I really think that this is something that would really bless your heart today. So I just want to give you a little bit more about the waiting process. So let's get into it. So the 5 P's of waiting, and I noted them here because I want you guys to get all of this information, okay? So first thing is patience. So patience is the ability to wait, the ability to wait on anything. But in this sense, what we're talking about here, we're talking about the ability to wait on God. Trust me, I know how challenging that could be, because when you have to go through that waiting process, you are in a level of uncertainty. Look at where we are right now, in this era right now, where COVID-19 is happening. We're all going through this thing together, and we're in a level of uncertainty. Every single person is on the same playing field. It doesn't matter the color you are, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter where you live. Everybody's been affected by COVID-19 in some form or fashion. Isn't that just interesting? And we're all going through the waiting process right now. So you have to have patience for that. Then number 2 is purpose. Waiting on God gives us purpose. It's full of purpose as well. It gives us purpose because we know that we're waiting and we're expecting something great to happen. We're expecting Him to do something. We may not be sure of what that thing is, but because we know that it's the person who we're waiting on is God, and He gives us only the good stuff, it makes it even more enjoyable to wait. Number 3, the process. Waiting on God is a process. It's a process that you have to go through. And in that process, He's going to prune you. He's gonna deliver you. He's going to guide you. He's going to develop you. He's going to test you. He's going to do so many different things to you based on where you are and where He's about to take you. Your process is going to be different. And do not look at what is happening on the sidelines, or look at those persons that are next to you. Don't be confused by what they're going through. I know sometimes we think, okay, so this person is not doing this, or this person did that, and now they have this and they've reached this level and they're doing this. And do not be so caught up with what is happening on the sidelines. Just focus on you and going through this process, because a great thing is about to happen for you. Trust me, I know it. The next thing is preparation. So in preparation, it's talking about waiting on God prepares us for His promise. Now, He makes great promises, and He's a man that never lies. And if He promises you something, trust and believe that it will show up. It may not show up when you want it to, but it will show up when He says that it shall show up, because He is very good at timing. He has perfect timing. And anytime he says that something will happen, Just wait for it, because it's going to happen. The next thing you want to make sure that you have in your waiting process, and that we just gave it away, the promise. Because promise is waiting for God to fulfill his promise, which he said he will do, and he will do it just like he said. What did they say? There's a saying that goes around where they said, and then he said, I'll be back in 3 days, and he was right back in 3 days. He came right back in 3 days, just like he said. He keeps his promises. The other thing is that I kind of summarize a bit more on when we talk about the waiting process, and I really wanted to share this point with you before we close off, and that is the purpose of the wait is to refine our motives. The task of the wait is to remove the idols from our hearts, right? Don't allow what you're waiting for to become an idol. Don't allow what you're waiting for to become an idol or take precedence over your desire for the Lord. And maybe someone just needs to hear that right now. Maybe I need to just repeat that last part for you. Don't allow what you're waiting for to become an idol or take precedence over your desire for the Lord. Sometimes we want things to happen so fast. We want things to happen, we just want it to happen right now. We have this big goal, this big dream. We're waiting for this thing, and it never seems as though it's coming to fruition, but it's right there. We can see it, but we idolize this thing so much before even recognizing that that's what we're doing, because we want it so badly. Our heart is set so much on it, and before you know it, we're lusting after it. We can't stop thinking about it, and we forget the purpose, which is that God is looking at the heart. And if we can focus on him, if we can just set our eyes on him and just focus on him and go where he's taking us and apply those 5 P's, then we will get whatever it is that we have to get. But always remember, it doesn't matter whenever you receive it, there's going to be another process, and you have to get ready to refresh and do it all over again, because it's a waiting process. It's just a way of life. It happens every single time. You have to be ready to go through that process again, because every time you go through it again, you get stronger and stronger and stronger. So I just wanted to stop by quickly today, guys, and just to talk to you a bit about the waiting process. And all of us are going through that waiting process right now. Do not be afraid to go through this process. Grab hold of this opportunity and go through it and enjoy your process. So that's all for me. Thank you so much for joining me today, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.